go. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Ready.
So, Jody Mitic podcast episode
34.
34.
Yes, sir.
We got some bad news, folks. I'm just going to open with this. According to the Student Press Law Center's Guide to Music Licensing for Broadcasting and Webcasting, the funny part is someone had to come up with that name or that title of that.
Everyone in that group is super bored.
Of that guide. There's a long-standing myth that you can use up to 30 seconds of music in any way without fear of copyright infringement. Like many myths, this idea has at least a kernel of truth behind it. However poorly understood, the concept of, quote, fair use, unquote, provides some legal protection for certain uses of music without prior authorization, and the amount used is one of the important factors, but there are significant differences between the mythical, quote, 30-second rule, unquote, and the legal sound fair use practice. Wow, man, like that's disheartening.
A little bit. So we can play a strong 3.2 seconds.
Well, what was I reading before? Well, this is mostly American here too, though.
Yeah.
Bear with us for a second, folks. We are, you know what? Where did we get pulled off the air? Germany?
Yeah, it was Germany.
On YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
But never on iTunes.
No.
And never on, what's our host?
The
Libsyn.
Yeah.
And we're uploading to
As well as Google Play.
We're uploading to Google Play now.
Maybe they just haven't caught up to us yet.
But I wonder if we just, like, we play 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Usually about 29 and a half.
Sure.
And then we say the name.
Yeah.
And we give credit where it's from.
Yep.
And maybe that's good.
Maybe
Maybe that's within the rules. Like, it's not like we're using it saying, yo, check out the Coach Luke Rowan and the Sniper Mitic mix. And then we're like dropping beats that aren't ours.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe
true.
that's it. Because we're not sampling.
No.
Are we?
I don't think it's sampling.
And maybe because we change every episode.
Yeah.
So it's not like we took Stairway to Heaven.
Right. And just made it our intro.
And took the opening 2 minutes or minute and a half or whatever and made it our intro to the show.
That's right.
Without paying. Is that Led Zeppelin? That's Led Zeppelin. I'm pretty sure it's Led Zeppelin. And who apparently stole that from another band.
Right.
If you listen to the music myths and all that's out there.
That's right.
I just find it like, it's the same thing as the like on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where people will go out and hunt down every little example of their stuff.
Right.
I know we talked to our man Survivor Man about this.
That's right.
But that's different. I think if you're using it to get people to go to your page so that your page gets more views and then you profit from the commercials that YouTube itself puts on there.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different, I think, than people putting it out as fans.
Right. True.
Causing other fans to then go seek it.
That's true.
And then, yeah, sure, they don't pay for the last album or the last song or in Les's case, how many seasons does he have Survivor Man?
I don't know. Must be quite a few, though.
It's going back a while. Let's say a solid decade.
Yep.
But his next decade, guess what I'm doing?
Survivor Man.
I'm looking for the new stuff, and I'm paying for it.
That's right.
When it comes out.
Yep.
So, I don't know. That's kind of where I sit on that stuff. Like, I get it. I get both sides.
That's right.
But to me, when I think, like, maybe because I'm not a big bazillionaire musician or radio host or author or whatever, maybe I don't get it because, in my opinion, I'm like, well, if you put my stuff out there, I'm just happy it's out there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then whoever hears it, if they like it, they're going to come looking for me.
Yep.
And they're going to find the podcast. They're going to find the book. They're going to find the new book. They're going to find, maybe that I'm on a speakers bureau.
Right.
Yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
That makes kind of sense, right? Like
I
feel like it's for the future.
That's right.
Like your future stuff. That's where you'll make money off the people that are hearing your stuff for free on YouTube, or what was that one back in the day? What was that?
Oh,
what was that?
you mean like Napster? Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Napster.
Yep.
Did you have Napster?
For sure.
I had. Was it Limelight? No.
LimeWire.
I had LimeWire, the paid version.
Right. Okay.
You
Yep.
had to download it into your computer.
Yep.
It wasn't much though.
No,
$30
no,
maybe,
no,
or
it was
something.
cheap.
It was even less than that.
I know that
probably.
I had Napster first, and then I think ditched that and got LimeWire after, because you would spend at like an hour trying to download a song on Napster, and then it would be like chopped off at the end, or when it downloaded, it was like bad quality. And if you just
Was Napster like file sharing?
yeah,
Like LimeWire?
I think that's the idea. Yeah,
I remember LimeWire was like, if you had a file I wanted,
Yeah.
I could access it through your computer. And then,
Yeah.
like if you had a movie or something, it would depend on how long it was,
that's right.
based on how long it would take to download.
Same idea.
And I remember leaving I was in Gagetown on some army courses,
Right.
picked like 5 things,
Yeah.
left my I want to say shacks, but what do most people know it as barracks.
Right.
Walk out of my barracks, go to my day of classes, come back, and like still only half downloaded.
Right. Yeah.
But this is like, this is the early thousands.
For
We're
sure.
talking like DSL.
It used to take forever.
Like it was maybe 04, 05.
And your computer came with like 8 megabyte of RAM for like the memory.
My computer was baller.
Yeah.
It had the thumb, the little thumb recognition.
Ooh.
I could burn labels onto my DVDs
Okay.
/ CD-ROMs.
Gee whiz. You're badass.
What else was there? I still have it somewhere. It's a laptop.
Right.
the
Probably
basement.
weighs like 35 pounds.
But at the time, it was
It was awesome.
super light.
Yeah.
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 It had I remember it had like a stereo speaker
Yeah.
with like extra bass.
Ooh-wee.
And I'd watch movies on it, in my barracks, and all the boys would come in, and
Right.
we'd watch like Die Hard, of course.
For
At
sure.
the time, like Black Hawk Down,
Obviously.
Band of Brothers.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
Right on.
And I could burn DVDs or CDs,
Yeah.
and then I could burn, and it was one of the selling features. Like you could burn your label / title into the top
Right.
of the DVD,
Cool.
but you had to buy these special DVDs.
Right. Okay.
Today you're like, what the? Just get a marker.
Like, why the
Write
hell
it in.
would you ever
Like, what are
do
you
that?
worried about? Who cares?
Yeah. Oh, you mean Sharpie?
Or today, like with my my MacBook Air,
Right.
you're just like, it's not even an Air though. It's just a MacBook. MacBook doesn't come with a DVD player anymore.
No.
Yeah, this isn't like, where is it? Let me put that stupid thing.
It's
Oh,
up
it's over
here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a regular MacBook.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Air is, I think it's just a little tiny bit skinnier.
Right.
And this thing has like 2 USB ports.
Yeah. Like why? Like why the hell? Like you don't go to the store to buy software anymore. You just download.
I mean, you
it.
still can. This has 2 DVD ports, an SD card reader, and I think this is a Lightning port.
Right.
But it's just it's literally the MacBook. And yeah, I don't know. The Air literally had. Oh no, because the Air doesn't have any memory in it, does it?
I have no idea.
Because there's an iPad Air,
Right.
and I'm like, I don't know, I don't get it. What's the difference between that and an iPad?
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was like smaller processor, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I know, like, for whatever reason, there's less to it, making
Right.
it. It's got to be that there's no memory.
You
And
think so?
and you upload it to the cloud. It's an Air. Yeah, Air.
That
Does that make sense?
it sounds like it makes sense. There's people
Because that is a
shouting
solid What is that? Is it a terabyte? I'm pretty sure that MacBook, which has no DVD player, has at least a 500 gigs.
Okay.
But it's a solid memory.
Right.
Most hard drives in laptops or computers are the little spinning disc.
Right. Okay. And it's not that.
I don't think so. The one I gave you to use for the podcast, still had the spin. Well, it still has a DVD player. It's a Mac Pro.
Yeah.
2011.
That's right.
I know that because I name all my shit after the year I buy it.
Right. Good
and
call.
That used to be my MacBook Pro 2011.
There you go.
And the hard drive failed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why it didn't work. Remember I told you? Took it to the place. That's the second Mac hard drive I've had crash on me.
Brutal.
The Mac, the desktop, what's it, iMac, the desktop one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the hard drive in that one crashed a while ago.
Too much.
But that iMac desktop one has got to be from 2009?
Right,
or 2010?
Which is ancient for a computer. This is 2017.
Yeah, that's like a solid 7 years.
Yeah. Wow. Is that thing like it has DOS or something loaded to it?
You're like, it's like like you're sending smoke signals out of the backyard to connect to the Wi-Fi.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. I bought the kids new iPods.
Cool.
Touches.
Yeah?
The latest iPod Touch.
Fancy.
I got the lowest memory.
Yeah.
Still cost a decent amount.
Which is what? Is it 8 or 16 gig?
I want to say 30.
Oh, is it now?
32 maybe?
Okay. Right. Upgrade.
Might be 16.
Right.
I mean, they're 8 and 5.
Yeah.
If they fill those up, I'm going to be like, okay, let me see. Come here.
They're out of control, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. The whole point is that their mom and I want full control over what's going on.
Yeah, of course.
Excuse me. But at the same time, Ayla kept asking for a phone.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
And their iPads, they've had, we bought an iPad when Ayla was first born.
Right.
In 2008, so we still have it. It's like one of the original iPads. Still trucking along.
Chugging away.
Can't update it anymore.
Right.
Batteries barely hold a charge.
Right, yeah.
But you can play like Solitaire.
Okay,
and a couple of like the baby apps.
Sweet.
And so, but then they both had iPad minis.
Right, yep.
The smaller iPads.
Yeah, we have a few of those.
And Ayla's was smashed.
Right.
She dropped it, of course. And Kira's is it's all right.
Right on.
But they were looking for, I mean, we bought the iPad minis when Kira was like 3.
Okay.
I want to say.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I ordered them the iPods and I set it up so they can iMessenger, FaceTime. Ayla really wants to do Snapchat.
Right, okay.
Kira, the 5-year-old, literally had a meltdown tonight because it was bedtime.
Yeah.
And I hadn't loaded Snapchat onto her iPod just yet. Because, I mean, it's one thing at a time, right?
Right, yeah.
And she's like, Ayla has Snapchat. Where's my Snapchat? I'm like, I haven't done it yet. Like, just complete the, like right away. Not even just a little bit, like, but daddy. And I'm like, no, man, I'll do it tomorrow. Don't worry. Tears, the bottom lip comes out.
Full level 10.
Well, she's 5, A.
Yeah.
And B, she knows what she's doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course she does.
And I'm like, you know what? I didn't say you couldn't have it. I just said I haven't done it yet.
That's right.
Way. And I'm like, oh, man. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I got to go. I got to go meet Luke. We're doing a podcast. And if you can't live without Snapchat for one more evening, like one more night, like tomorrow after school, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Then that's your problem. And I get it. She's 5. I'm not saying toughen her up.
Right.
She's not a 3-month-old baby crying.
Yep.
When she was a baby, I would hold her.
Of course.
But I'm like, yo, you're 5.
Yeah.
We were watching Planet Earth 2 the other day.
Ooh.
Have you seen that?
No, but I want to.
Have you seen the original?
Yes.
You have, right?
Love it. Amazing.
So the second one, so Ayla, she's 8. She goes, I like the first one better.
Right.
I think I get it. There's
Okay.
a little bit too much trickery going on with the Planet Earth 2.
Okay, how so?
Well, there's a lot of like speed, like what do they call that? Time
Time
lapse going on. Like,
Right.
so they'll shoot an area that's in snow, and
Yeah.
then I guess they come back and shoot it in spring,
Okay.
and then they just kind of overlap the two films, and you see it. The snow disappears,
Right. Okay.
icicles grow,
Yeah.
or the opposite, when it's getting frozen, icicles grow.
Right on.
Things like that, it's pretty dope. Like, whatever technology they're using, it looks like they're right in the face of the animal,
Okay.
and
cool.
clearly they're not,
Yeah.
because like a snow leopard isn't letting you
no, you're not
take a close-up photo.
You're not hanging out with us.
So I get it, and they kind of jump around too much.
Okay.
It's a little fast.
Yep.
Like, even me, like, I'm rewinding and I'm going, okay, where are they now?
Wait a minute. What was that? Yeah.
Because each one is like, the first one was islands, I think, and then it was mountains, and then the next one might be forests or rainforest or something. I don't remember right now. But why was I telling this story? We're watching that.
Yeah, you were watching a show.
What was I saying right before that?
It was about like the iPads, iPods, going to sleep. No Snapchat.
Oh no! I completely had a brain fart there.
It's gone, eh?
I had a totally valid point to this whole thing.
Because you were just getting started on something. She was upset about the Snapchat, not getting it. You're gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. So sorry. In the first episode, Islands, they go to this island in the Antarctic full of penguins.
Right.
Like, I think they said in the show there's 100,000 penguins there.
That's a lot of penguins.
That's a fuck ton of penguins, bro.
Yeah.
But the way they get into the water and the way they get out of the water is a total shit show.
Right.
So they're diving into the water and the waves are like 25 feet and just smashing them back against the rocks.
Awful.
Oh, it's brutal. You're watching
Yeah.
it, you're like, damn. So they're showing the aftermath, and there's all these penguins bleeding, and then there's a bunch dead in the water, and the other birds that prey on the penguins are there eating the dead ones.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're like, whoa, what's up with these penguins? And like, literally, the penguins are like a trail of blood from the ocean to the nest.
Oh dang! This ain't Happy Feet.
This is not like I think it's the same colony Happy Feet might be based on.
Right. Okay.
But they ain't that happy. And so there's blood just pouring out of these penguins, and Attenborough's like, and the not everyone makes it. Oh, I sound Australian, but not everyone makes it unscathed, and some never make it back at all.
Yeah.
And they show a penguin like sitting there with like eyes half closed, blood pouring out, and like the 5-year-old's like, what happened to him? And I was like, well, remember when they showed the waves? Yeah. Clearly he was in the wave.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, what are we going to be from now on? You know what? But you know what? They still jump out of the water. They walk 2 clicks or whatever it is back to their nest and find their partner and feed their babies.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's be tough like penguins.
For sure. You still get shit done.
And both girls are like, yeah, they're tough. I'm like, yeah. Like I always say, just laugh at the pain, be tough. Like, this is nothing. Like, whatever happens to you here ain't nothing. It could be way worse. And so anyway, when she's crying, like, you sure aren't being a penguin right now. Right. And she's like, she kicks the coffee table. I hate penguins. I'm like, touche. And Alana's looking at me like, you know what? Walk away. She's 5. Because I'm getting mad. I'm like, argh.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's 5.
That's right. Yeah. It wouldn't matter if it was Snapchat or anything else. If one gets it, the other one wants it, right? Regardless.
I didn't say she couldn't have it. That was the crazy thing.
Hey,
it was like arguing with a crazy person.
Yeah, of course.
Kira, tomorrow when Daddy has more time, I will put Snapchat on your iPod, and you can Snapchat all
you could
day.
put bunny ears on everything.
Bunny ears, bare faces with sunglasses. Like, I don't give a shit. You can Snapchat your life away.
Yeah.
But just right now, it's bedtime.
It's starting tomorrow.
Right now, it's time to go brush your teeth.
Yeah.
You got your PJ, but there's no consoling.
No.
And it was like, do you not like your iPod? Do you want me to keep it? And then that sends her on another spiral.
Sure.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have threatened that.
What have I done?
Yeah, I'm being a bit of a dick. I can't help it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Kira, you got an
It's
iPod.
tough sometimes, man. It's tough.
It's a brand new iPod.
Yeah.
You can call me. You can text me. You can call your sister, text your sister, as long as you're within Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And you're going to cry over Snapchat?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, actually. At 5?
Yeah.
That shit's
I
worth
am.
crying about.
I'm going to lose it.
I'm going to just lose my shit
The struggle is
over
real,
Snapchat.
man.
It is real.
Absolutely.
You know what? And I got to remember that.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's like, I don't know if we've talked about this, but as humans, we're very susceptible. Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Sure.
To lacking empathy to those that we feel are above us.
Right.
You know, like what's always the complaint? Like, oh, poor rich boy, poor rich
Right.
girl.
Yeah.
Or because they always talk about how really rich people, especially, are actually depressed
Right.
or struggling
Yeah.
mentally, socially,
Sure.
and everyone's response is always the same. Oh, poor billionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the matter? Didn't get the
Drying your tears, your $1,000 bills.
didn't get the gold Lamborghini. You had to get the silver, the
Yeah, yeah.
solid silver body,
That's right.
because a bigger billionaire bought the gold one. Like, and you're like, what a loser, what a douche. But at the same time, in that world, yeah, that's a big deal.
Right.
Mental anguish is mental anguish. Period.
100%.
And so, you got to try and empathize at a 5-year-old level.
Yeah.
Awesome new iPod.
Yeah.
Got my name on it. I even had it engraved with their names.
Slick move.
Right?
Yep.
I know what I'm doing.
Nailed it.
And that's great. But where's my Snapchat, dog?
That's right.
I just gave you Angry Birds. Whatever.
Not enough. Not enough.
I just sent you a $25 iTunes gift card.
Hey, does that have Snapchat on it though? No.
What rhymes with Snapchat?
Yeah.
Oh, right, Snapchat.
Yeah.
And you know what else is a pain in the ass?
What's that?
Everything there's a minimum age for everything.
Yeah. That's right.
Which I get.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was trying to get my kids emails for them for life.
Right. Yeah.
And with,
You can't do that.
sorry, who's that? Is the door locked? You
Yep.
see? Yeah, it is, eh? Don't want no strangers walking in.
That's right.
I mean, maybe, depending on who they are.
Maybe.
We're friendly guys.
Hey,
Come on in.
come on in. The water's
The
fine.
water's fine, but, just don't make too much noise. Just keep it
Right.
down. Have a drink.
Treat yourself.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. It's a celebration. Hey, R.I.P. Charlie Murphy.
That's right, brother. Charlie.
What did he die of again? Leukemia.
Leukemia. Yeah, that's right.
Leukemia is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
How old was Charlie? He was 59 or 61 or whatever they said.
Late 50s, I think they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone dies.
Yep. It'll get you. It'll get you.
Charlie Murphy,
Yep.
Prince,
Prince.
Jackson.
Yep.
What's his name? Killed himself in jail last night.
Huh? Who's this?
The football player that got arrested for serial killing people.
Say what? I am not up to date on this.
Hernandez?
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Shit. Sorry, hang on. See, we need a Google guy.
Right.
I was just reading about it because I was listening to our favorite podcast, Fighter and the Kid,
Yeah.
and like the other day, and they were talking about him getting acquitted of 2 other murders,
Right.
and then they had him and today I saw him in the news. I think literally like this morning, maybe I was listening to the podcast, and then today it was he made the news because he committed suicide in jail.
Oh, dang.
Because the other thing was they said he was going to pursue an acquittal on the actual murder that had him in jail for life.
Right.
Sorry. Anybody listening who knows is like freaking the fuck out right
That's
now.
right.
And it's so long ago that it's not even part of the news cycle anymore.
Long gone. That was this morning.
Well,
bro.
especially on tweets, the Twitterverse,
Yeah.
they say 2 hours, and anything you tweet is gone.
God, that's amazing, eh?
Frick. Sorry. All right. You know what? We'll get to it later.
all good.
We'll get to it later.
Yeah.
Where were we? Oh yeah. So everybody dies.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, Snapchat. End of all reasoning with a 5-year-old.
100%.
I love it though.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Of course.
But you were saying your stepkids were 2 and what?
Yeah, like 2.5 and 4.5
When you guys got married.
That's right.
So you've dealt with them at these ages.
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Especially you as like the guy just walking in. And I'm not saying like you were just walking in and not understanding, but you hook up with Catherine.
Yep.
And then you guys get married, and then you're dealing with these 2 toddlers, and you're like, "Hey, yeah, I got all this for you," and they freak out, and you're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!"
Wait a damn minute here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you gotta try and think like them, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, like I mean, like you try to teach them like to be because you're thinking like, why aren't you just grateful for the stuff that you got? Like, this is amazing that you just got this. Do you realize that I was 15 before I had something like this? Blah blah blah. Right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything now.
They don't get it.
it's
They don't
like,
care.
No, it's like, huh?
I was
What?
last night. Last night, Ayla and I were watching the 7 industrial wonders of the world.
Okay. Yep.
And it's the first one is about a ship built in Britain in like 1856 or something crazy.
Right.
And she's like, why is this? Why is that? And I'm trying to explain it. Well, that's like 100 and whatever years ago.
Yeah.
And somehow she brought up the toilet.
Right.
Oh, I forget why, but she brought up like a toilet or the toilet. And I go, fun fact, the first modern toilet as like you know it, didn't have water in it, but flushed and all that, was built by someone for Queen Victoria.
Right.
And she goes, huh? I go, right. So he put it in the castle where Queen Victoria lived.
Right.
Like 125 years ago. But the Queen refused to use it because it was so loud. She didn't want everyone in the castle knowing her royal business.
Right.
That's an actual. I saw a documentary. It was
No
hilarious.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a sand thing, and I guess you'd poop or pee in the sand, and then you'd like flush it. But it was so loud that the
Right.
Queen was like, she would just go to like her cubby,
Yeah.
like her regular outhouse area of the castle, and just go there because there's no sound, right?
Right.
And she was like, "What?" And I'm like,
hilarious.
"Yeah, well, back even when your grandpa was a young man or little,
Yeah.
most houses had." And I pointed at her shed. I'm like, "You see where the shed is?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, that's where back then the outhouse would be.
Yep.
You'd dig a hole, you'd build a little outhouse on it. The outhouse being that is outside your house,
Right.
and you'd go out there and pee and poo."
Yeah.
And she was like,
Say what?
she was like, totally okay. She
Right.
processed that for a solid few minutes,
Yeah.
and she goes, "Daddy, would you fill in the hole?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, 100%. Every couple of years, you had to move the outhouse."
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, or you had a fancy outhouse, and you
Right.
would dig the poo out, or you'd pay someone to dig the poo out
Right.
from the bottom
Yeah.
because you had a door, and they would use it for whatever.
Right.
And she was just like, "What?" Oh yeah. Oh no, that's why it came up, because she asked something about, did they wash their hands as much back then?
Right.
And I said, well, they didn't have running water, and they didn't really know about germs, so a lot of people died of simple diseases that are easily avoided. So that's why mommy and daddy, especially mommy, who used to be a medical professional in the military,
Right.
are always on like,
Better
wash
them
your
damn
hands. Yeah.
Yep.
Clean yourself. And she's like, right. Huh. And then that's how we got into that.
Right. I dig that.
We're talking about a lot of like random shit right now.
Yeah.
Well, not really random, but a lot of children stuff.
That's right.
Anyway, Should we get into the show?
Why not?
How long of an intro is that? That's got to be a solid 20 minutes.
That's about a half hour right there.
Half an hour?
Yeah.
Hey, troops. Jody Mitic Podcast, episode 34.
34.
Coming at you. I know it's been a solid 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
It's been a solid 2 weeks. I'm trying to tell you, 2 weeks for now. For the next little while, let's plan on 2 weeks. I want to try and do more. We will. We'll try and do within a week, 10 days, 2 weeks.
Yep.
But don't be surprised if it's 2 weeks.
That's right.
And it's, you know what? I'll let you do the sponsors later.
Sure.
So I want to, you know what, actually? Yeah, I want to keep rolling.
Yep.
And,
Go on. I see that look in your eye.
I'm trying to think of what I want to talk about right now to the listeners, who some of them are mega loyal.
Yeah.
And
Lots of them mega loyal.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
At this point.
Absolutely.
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Luke and I have real lives outside of the show. We're not Joe Rogan. We're not Fighter and the Kid. We're not Mark Maron. We're not... What's that guy in Canadaland? Jesse... Whatever. If you're Canadian, you might listen to a show called Canadaland. Probably not.
I don't know it.
You never heard of it?
No.
It was all right at the beginning. He was a guy, I think he was CBC, got fired.
Okay.
I don't want to... No. Sorry. He was one of the guys who broke... Oh, no. Sorry. He broke it on his show, which he had before, but he was one of the guys who broke the Jian Gameshi stuff.
Okay. Right.
Or was it Rob Ford? His podcast called Canada Land.
Right. Okay.
So check it out. Take a listen. A lot of it is like just anti-CBC, though. Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
Yep.
Which I'm positive he worked at before and was let go or just was like had his job eliminated.
Yeah.
And he's just held a grudge ever since,
He's
I guess.
upset.
And he's upset. In Canada, though, I don't know of many other big podcasts besides the Jody Mitic podcast.
Right.
Right?
So
In
good.
Canada, I don't know. I'm sure we got to be top 100.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got to be.
We got to find out somehow.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. And so yeah, we'll do the sponsors later.
Okay, roger
We'll
that.
do the before and after thing, and you can do that. You were pretty good at.
Sounds good.
Just don't splice it like last time. Just so you guys know, Luke, being the master that he is, spliced in the sponsors.
Yeah.
And even I was like listening, and I was like, is that how it went?
You're like,
Wait.
did I say that?
Luke Rowan is producer of the year
Right?
in
I
the
know.
category of the Jody Mitic podcast.
Yep.
Once again,
Thank you.
bro, nominated. It's you got it pretty much clinched.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
almost locked down already.
it's yours to lose.
Wow.
Yours to lose.
It's not even May.
It's not even May yet. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna have this thing locked down by June for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
I need a quick pause though.
Yeah. Okay.
How do we do that?
Yeah, that's the
Are
one.
we recording?
We're back on.
We're back.
Yep.
Aaron Hernandez,
That's right.
Patriots.
Yeah.
He was found guilty of killing someone a while ago. He's on a life sentence for it.
Yeah.
The other day got acquitted of 2 other murders.
Right.
And I was listening to The Fighter and the Kid.
Mm-hmm.
And Schaub says he's such a good player, someone would sign him tomorrow if he was let out of jail.
Yeah. For sure. That's crazy.
Well, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, so that was who I was talking about earlier.
That's right. Good follow up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about him because everyone dies.
That's right.
Everyone dies.
Yep. That's the rumor.
Crazy. Episode 34. Hey, man. Okay, so, let's get into the meat of the show.
Right?
Enough about my kids, enough about iPods and iPads and computers and
Snapchat.
Snapchats. You use Snapchat, don't you?
No.
No.
Sir.
Are you even registered?
No.
Like I am, and I get a few messages now and then.
Right.
No idea.
Definitely not.
I just can't figure it out. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I can't keep up with that.
Like I'll get video messages and you can reply.
right.
But I can't tell if they're to me or to everyone that person knows.
right.
and I'll reply, and sometimes they get back to me, sometimes they don't.
And doesn't it only last like 60 seconds or something too, and then it disappears?
I think you can choose
Okay.
how long it'll last, but there is a minimum,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure there is a maximum.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, that's the one we talked about. It was originally meant to be like you send dick and titty pics
Right.
to your side piece.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. And it I think, I don't know, that's the rumor. I don't know if it's true, but it evolved into a social media that everybody wants to be on.
So that they can put bunny ears on everything.
My daughter, that's all she wants it for.
Of course.
She wants, like, there's a one where if you look into the camera and open your mouth and stick out your tongue, you get like a rainbow.
Right.
And your eyes turn into cartoon anime eyes.
It's pretty cool technology.
It's pretty cool, but I gotta, some of my friends who are straight up serious, for real, professional tough guys, will put pictures of themselves on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and Snapchat with like a bunny nose,
right, sir,
rabbit ears.
Gotta let you go. Gotta cut you loose.
Well, no, I haven't done that yet.
Well,
but I just question it. I'm like, once maybe for fun, if you're with a 8-year-old girl.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe even a teenage girl who's like your niece or your cousin.
I can see that.
Or whatever. I just, I'm not pointing any fingers, but Tate Fletcher. Tate's always putting these pictures up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Not anymore.
Okay.
It's been a while, but there was a while there where I was like, like he just was always putting up pictures
just had
of
to
him.
Dabble.
I guess. Another friend of mine seems like she kind of disappeared from social media for a while, and she's back. And there's like 1,000 pics and short videos of her with one of these filters on of rabbit ears, dog faces, kittens, whatever. I sent one to my 8-year-old kid of me. I think it was like I was a bear with square sunglasses and like a little like b-boy hat on,
as they like to wear.
But sent to my 8-year-old.
Yes,
not to
approved
the world.
That's right.
Yeah. It's just weird. I don't know. To me, it's just I don't get it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick.
No.
I'm just
absolutely.
You're a grown ass man and woman. Many women.
Sure.
Stop it.
Yeah, please go ahead and just stop that immediately.
Am I old? Am I too old?
You might be. You're 40 as fuck.
I'm 40 as fuck, but I'm also like told consistently I don't look 40, I don't act 40.
Right.
I don't talk 40, I don't think 40. So I don't know. Maybe this is just one of those things where my 40-year-old brain goes,
You 40. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, you 40, dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are you
40.
again? 33?
33.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you might get it, but even you don't use it.
No, I'm not having that. Because like I'm 33 going on 50.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've said that about you. Like you look old as shit.
I'm just weathered, all haggard, and I'm
ridden hard, put away wet, just way too many times.
I mostly just sit on my porch and yell at the kids going by. Hey, pull up them damn pants.
Hey,
you stupid.
Get out of my neighborhood.
Yeah. I just wash my driveway.
So you're like Clint Eastwood. You walk out with an M1 Garand and point it at people. Get off my lawn.
That's right.
Yeah, that's how we met. Yeah, you pointed a rifle in my face. Was like, get off my lawn.
You and your cronies.
You sound like Batman.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Like,
so
how's that?
Right?
Get off my lawn.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
You could fight crime with that.
I probably could.
Yeah. Like medium level crime.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I forget what I was listening to the other day, and they pointed out something I like about the Ben Affleck Batman.
Okay.
Over the Christian Bale Batman.
Tell me.
Ben Affleck Batman doesn't have to talk like this. He doesn't sound like a dick.
Yeah.
Because he has the voice modulator in his suit.
Ooh, good workaround.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whereas the other one, Christian Bale, had to talk like this. I'm going to get Joker. Don't you worry. I'm Batman.
Just straining too much.
Oh, it just sounds stupid. Like if I was Commissioner Gordon, I'd just be like, hey, man, why don't you just talk normal to me? Why are you talking with that stupid growly?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I know that's not how you really talk.
That's right.
But if you showed up and you're like, I am Batman. This is a modulator. I'd be like, I get it. You don't want anyone to know who you are. That's cool.
Right.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
You know, have you seen Lego Batman yet, by the way?
I saw pieces of it.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see the whole thing.
Where were you that you saw pieces? Pieces like Lego pieces?
Well played. I was at home. Like we rented on iTunes or something
Right.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Totally
So,
worth it,
I
by the
think I
way.
was,
Anyone
like,
listening
in
that
the
has
room.
kids 10 or under,
Yeah.
maybe 12,
Funny.
get that movie. You, as a parent, will appreciate it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's a few jokes. It's kind of like, excuse me, it's kind of like Shrek.
Yeah.
You remember the original Shrek?
Yeah.
You remember it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be,
now.
is it 90s?
Mm,
It might be early.
Maybe early.
Anyway,
2000s. Yeah.
There was jokes in there as an adult you get,
Definitely.
but it was for kids.
Yeah.
And that's why so many parents appreciated it. Batman Lego is pretty close.
Yeah.
There's like several things where you're laughing and the kids are like, "What are you laughing at?" You're like, "Don't worry, you'll get it one day."
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's funny. Who's the voice?
Will
of
Arnett.
Batman? Will Arnett. I love him. He's hilarious.
He's the perfect Lego Batman voice.
Yeah.
No, like seriously. Perfect.
Yeah. Spot on.
Like no,
Spot on.
bro. Flip a coin. There's nobody else.
Get him.
Think
in
about
there.
it. Yeah, no. Can't. There's no one else you can think of.
That's right.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got there's an opening song that my kids sing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the Batman song, na 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 Batman, but it's like just different lyrics.
Right.
And their favorite one is "Who's 100% not Bruce Wayne?"
Right.
Batman, and then who always pays their taxes? Not Batman.
Right.
And they laugh at that. They're like, "Haha, Batman doesn't pay his taxes." I'm like, you think that's funny?
Yeah. You're like, don't do that.
Anyway, who does the sickest backflips? Batman.
Sure he does. Of course.
Who never skips leg day? Batman. Yes. Anyway,
Yeah.
who's got the tricked out ride? Batman.
Will Arnett is also pure gold in Arrested Development.
Right? Maybe
Yeah.
the best character.
Ooh, so good.
And then what's the other show? Is he in? I think he's in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies.
Okay.
But he always plays that guy,
Yeah.
right? Like arrogant, thinks he's better than you, but isn't. Right?
That's
I don't know.
right. Yeah.
I dig it.
For sure. He's great.
Oh yeah. Rewind.
We were just we were trying to get into the meat and potatoes of this thing.
All right. What do you got?
And I was going to ask you about United Airlines
Uh-oh.
getting themselves into a bit of a pickle, right? So
let's are we talking about this is the sit rep? This is the sit rep of daily activities.
yeah,
Sit rep is military speak, by the way.
that's right, of course.
All right.
Situation report, if you will.
Sit report. Yeah. Situation report. Yeah. What do you think? Okay, if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm sure you do. I don't think anyone who listens to this show lives under any rocks.
No,
and still listens to this show.
that's right.
This older fellow decided that when his lottery number, so to speak, came up, and United, which, frankly, it's a bullshit policy, and they all do it.
Yep.
Usually, though, they tell you at the gate,
Right.
hey, sorry, it's oversold, and so Luke and Jody and so aren't getting on,
Yeah.
right? Or you show up and they go, oh yeah, you're one of the, what do they call it? Like you're one of the overbooked people,
Right.
So if there's room, we'll put you on after, and then you lose your shit and you get mad at them at the gate.
Right. Before you get on
This
the plane.
cat was on the plane with his wife
Yeah.
and refused to leave his seat. 60 something.
Yeah, he's damn near 70, I think.
Doctor.
Yep.
I watched the video. I watched part of the video
Yeah.
a couple times. I wasn't gonna watch the whole thing. In my opinion, here's the thing. I get it. It sucks. United is kind of shitty for doing it. What's that song that came out a while ago? United breaks guitars. That
No, I don't know.
You never heard that? It's a
No.
Canadian band. They were looking out the window and they saw like the baggage handlers chucking all their equipment
Okay.
from whatever 20
Nice.
feet from the plane to the ground.
Yeah.
And the guy gets his guitar and it's smashed. And he literally watched it like get thrown out of the plane. And they sang that song United Breaks Guitars.
Okay.
Go
right.
ahead and go to YouTube and watch it later.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
So they don't have a great rep anyway. And I know that they're known as a bit of like the whatever of the skies.
Yeah.
Shitty customer service, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, if someone comes up to you on a plane and says, hey, sorry, sir, ma'am, here's a whatever coupon for whatever they get for getting bumped,
That's right.
please exit the plane. I'm getting off the plane.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
You are.
I'm going to say a few choice words.
Sure.
I'm going to let them know, that I wish they'd never been born.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, usually when I start to get upset with anyone at the front line, I get it. You didn't write the policy. You're just here to do the job.
that's right.
But go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Not you. United. But
You
you're
pass
here
it along.
wearing the uniform.
That's right.
Right. Pass it along. Pass along that I am very unhappy.
Yeah.
I guess his thing was his wife wasn't being removed and they were going home or they were going to a wedding or something.
Yeah, I think they were headed home because his whole thing was he tried to say like, oh, I have patients that are going to be waiting for me tomorrow morning, et cetera, right?
But also he didn't want to leave his wife, I thought.
Yeah, there was something about that in there too.
So here's the deal. Hey, wife, get off the plane with him.
There you go.
Oh, you're kicking off my husband or my wife or my son or my daughter or my whatever? Then I'm getting off too.
Yeah,
See ya.
just do it.
Because I saw an article in the last 48 hours or so of a 10-year-old who was, I think it was Air Canada, was asked to leave a plane. Like his number was drawn.
Right? Okay.
And it was like, well, I didn't read the story. But anyway, get off the plane. Don't make it a scene. You can say United reacted to the situation very poorly, and I completely 100% agree. You don't tase them. You don't drag them out of the plane.
Yeah, nobody should be bloodied.
Right. But if it's if you're the person telling the person, like if it's your job to say, sir, ma'am, you must exit the plane, we need this seat.
Yeah.
That's your orders.
Yeah.
Like
eventually you're going to have to grab someone and take them out.
Well, yeah, but like if you're Jane Smith or Joe Smith or even both, one of each at the front, going, sir, don't know what to tell you, but we need this seat and we need you to leave. I look at it like if you're a private or a corporal, even a sergeant in an army,
Yeah.
the general's giving you an order. Like
Yeah.
This is from the top.
Yep.
Yeah, hey, General, sorry, they really don't want to leave their seats. Yeah, you don't have that option.
You're not making that call.
Your job is to get someone out of that seat.
Yeah.
All right, well, you won't move. I've asked you 1,000 times. I'm not the person to physically touch you, so I'm going to go get those people.
Yeah.
And they walk in and you still refuse, well, they're the ones who are paid and trained to get you off the plane. They don't care.
Right.
And so if you want to play, a buddy of mine who's a cop said this, like the jellyfish defense
Right. Yeah.
works for 3-year-olds.
Sure.
Come on, dog, you're a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Have a little respect for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get up, straighten your shirt, give everyone the finger,
Yep.
walk off the plane dignified and proud as a human being.
There you go.
Don't make anybody it's just like you're forcing these people into a position to do what they did.
That's true.
Granted, I agree, again, 200% not the way to go.
Yeah.
But when you're the person at the front line, the plane's ready to go, there's 300 other people on the plane or whatever,
Yep.
and it's not leaving because of this one person, everyone's late, time is money, let's go. Okay, you know what? Get them out.
See ya.
See ya. And then you don't even want to stand up. You want to get dragged out?
Yeah.
Come on.
Not a good look.
man.
Not a good look.
And again, I go back to okay, if you're a couple, you're like, oh, I don't want to leave my wife. Hey, wife, stand up, walk off the plane with them.
There you go.
You
That
know
sounds
what?
right.
You keep all your teeth.
Yeah.
You might be delayed a day,
Yeah.
but you're not. And then you know what though? But like, because again, it's one of those. Once you're off the plane, then you deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh, you took me off the plane. Oh no. Oh, now you get to deal with me.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, you save it. Like, what hill do you want to die on?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
On the
guess.
plane is not the place to do it. It's not even the people to do it with.
I just don't even think it's worth it.
No, probably not.
Because you get a night in, like, where were they? Do you know? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't remember.
Is it in your notes?
No.
Wherever they were, hey, because they get a free hotel. They get
Yeah.
a voucher for future use, I think. I think it was like a $400 voucher, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard a lot of different numbers about it, but I think like you can be offered up to like a pretty large amount, right? Because like they needed 4 seats for United employees to get to another flight, because without those employees, that whole flight is grounded. So that's worth a lot of money to them, right? So they're
Is that what it was? Like they were sending
Yeah.
a crew to another plane?
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And then the other 3 people bitched but got off the plane.
I think so.
Apparently, from what I heard. Like
Yep.
what I read or heard was maybe 1 or 2 of them were like, yeah, whatever, cool, night in wherever for free. And
Yeah.
then maybe one of them was super pissed. But it's like when a cop pulls you over, even if you don't think you deserve it,
Yeah. Right.
don't argue. Or at least you can argue a little bit. Don't get me wrong. You can give a little attitude to the authorities, but
Right.
definitely don't put your hands on them.
It's not going to help you.
Definitely don't swear at them.
Yeah. Not going to help.
Well, now you're putting them in a position where it's like when you're, again, okay, so I have a 5-year-old.
Yep.
Yeah, so the 5-year-old challenges your authority as the parent.
Yeah.
You have 2 choices. You can just ignore it,
Yeah.
or you can, I don't know, that's not really a choice. You can capitulate,
Right.
and they go, oh, all I got to do is cry, stick my lip out, and kick the coffee table and throw a tantrum, and I get my way.
Right.
I get my Snapchat.
Yep.
Or you go, you know what? Enough of your shit. Get in bed. I don't want to hear it anymore. Whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you lay down the law.
Yep.
Well, in let's call North America, USA, Canada, that's close to 400 million people.
Right.
In a society of close to 400 million people, you can't afford to let them get away with stuff, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to think about like someone, like when I was a bouncer, you can't let people get away with stuff.
That's right.
Like there was things that I was very lenient on,
Right.
but there's at some point you go, oh, you want to be like that, okay, and you toss them out.
Yep.
So I don't know, like you can't force someone into that position as the United security whatever. You're looking around at a plane full of people. This guy's challenging your authority. You're like, all right, well, hey, everybody else, this is what happens if you don't do what I tell you, and you drag this dude out by his fucking ears, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, like, but I get at the same time, I get it, man. It sucks. No one wants to be delayed
That's
a
right.
day.
Yeah.
I was delayed a couple hours or 2 or 3 hours coming back from. Where was I coming back from? I think from when I was in Jersey or when I met Jocko.
Right.
Every flight on the way back seemed to be delayed at half an hour or so.
Right.
And
Right.
it just,
right.
it snowballed.
Yep.
But what do you, like, it sucks. Yeah, I got home at 4 a.m. instead of at 11 p.m. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But at least you got all your teeth. You're not a viral video,
That's right.
right? You didn't force anyone else to lay their hands on you. Because those people don't want to grab you. I don't think. I would hope.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot more work. Ton
Yeah.
of paperwork.
But you were saying like there was a bunch of shit found out about this dude?
Yeah. So apparently, he had previously lost his medical license because he was offering or he was trading sex for medication to patients.
What kinds of medication?
The
The good stuff?
good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So
How old is he?
He was like, or he's 70. So I don't know how long ago this was, but he lost his license. Apparently, I'm not 100%
Lost
sure
or
on all this.
suspended?
Sure. Not
No,
sure.
is he a practicing doctor again?
Yes. So
So
he
it was like
so,
suspended,
so
or
he got it.
he got it back.
Yeah, but now because there's such a big stink, this came out about him. So everyone
course.
felt super bad for him at first,
Right.
And then they said, "Oh, wait a minute, this dude's a bad guy. Screw him and his lost teeth."
Yeah, well, that's the other thing you got to consider. Anybody and everybody. Hey guys, listen. Here's the deal. If you have something that you think you can take to someone, i.e., the media or whoever, on someone else who might have wronged you, in your opinion,
Yep.
remember it's not just about that other person.
Right.
In politics, this happens all the time.
Yep.
Somebody will feel like they've been slighted or wronged. They'll go to the media, and maybe not so much in the U.S. right now, but I think they're going to come back around, because I think they've been burned way too many times at this point. But in Canada, still to this day, like say you and I had a beef, and you went to the media and you went, "Hey, I know Jody, this, that, and the other thing." They're going to go, "Oh, and who are you?
Right. Oh, hey, wait a minute.
And why?
That's not
like,
what I'm.
Why are you telling us this again?"
Yeah.
Oh, and then they're going to Google Luke Rowan.
Let's
they're
go
gonna-
do some digging here.
Just a Google. And if they
Yeah.
find anything, they're going to go, "Ooh, I need to call my friend who works in this place.
right.
What can you tell me about this guy?" Da-da-da-da. And then, oh, yeah, he might hate Jody, but here's
I
what
see
this
what's
guy
going
is.
on here.
And part of that is, that's proper journalism,
Right.
because you got to vet your sources, and you got to, it's same as, when a prosecutor takes a trial to court,
Yep.
part of it is decided on how good is my witness.
Right.
So the witness might say everything you want to hear from them,
Yep.
and then you look into them and you go, "Oh,
Wait a minute.
well, like ex-con, in jail for fraud or whatever."
They're like, oh, this dude's a scumbag. We can't trust what he says.
Well, you put yourself in the defense lawyer's shoes. You go, "Oh, yeah, sure. Let's believe the story of a guy or girl who's been in jail twice for money laundering and racketeering and fraud and counterfeit or whatever, and like, oh, so we're gonna believe that they're the one who saw the doctor offering sex for drugs."
Right. So this time he's telling the truth.
Yeah, this time, but
Yeah.
he's only been caught lying on the stand like 4 times. or
Right. Yeah.
He's been found and like afterwards to have been breach of his oath. Cool, yeah.
Right.
Doesn't pay his alimony, beats his wife, whatever you want to put on him.
Yeah.
And so, and that's the thing. If you call the media or
Yep.
you make a scene,
Yep.
that might feel good at the moment, but think about the skeletons in your closet.
There you go.
And luckily in Canada, I've heard a few things out of out of the media world where they go, "Oh, we could have run with this, but we're just we don't want to be those kinds of people."
Right.
And you go, "Oh, that's nice of you." And you think about it both ways. You go, "Well, that person would be screwed, but at the same time, you'd be that guy or that girl or that reporter. You'd be that person.
Yep.
So good on you."
Yep.
But in the States right now, it's just like they don't even care.
No. Wow West.
What was that thing that CNN ran with that came from? Whoa, the Trump peeing on the bed, paying hookers to pee on the bed in Russia.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it came from.
It was like a
The website that.
yeah, like strictly fake news.
Well, wasn't
Like
the website wasn't necessarily fake news, but it wasn't necessarily the best source. But after that, shoot,
I don't
The Zed?
remember.
does it start with a Z?
I have no idea.
Shoot. Sorry, listeners. You guys are just like screaming at the radio, or like, we don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You can tell. You guys can text or email or tweet us, but in my opinion, get up, get off the plane,
There you go.
deal with it there.
Yeah.
Don't get your teeth knocked in. Don't become a viral video.
100% no.
Don't be that person that causes such a scene and makes it all about you. Like I'm assuming it was a big plane. There's at least 200 other people probably there.
Yep.
Like, hey man, yeah, I got timings I got to meet too. Sorry that United is a shitty airline that oversells flights.
Yeah,
But that's not my problem.
that's right. Beat it, nerd.
Yeah. Go kick rocks.
That's right.
What do you think, though?
Yeah, I'm I'm kind of in that boat too. That if it was me, of course, I'm going to be pissed because, hey, maybe that's inconveniencing me or whatever, right? But yeah, I'm getting off the plane. I'm not jellyfishing and throwing a huge fit and crying. Like whatever I'm trying to get to on the other end, it can probably wait.
Yeah. I mean, and if it's a kid's graduation or a wedding or, I mean, there's a few, I think, things that you could think of that would really suck to miss.
Yeah.
But again, right?
But if like I'm going home because I have like work the next day, it can probably wait.
Why are you late for work? Oh, crazy thing. United kicked me out of my seat after I was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's United. I can see that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. And now it's like, oh, I can't come in for a few weeks because I'm missing teeth and I have to go get a surgery to get my jaw put back together.
Well,
and
again, okay, well, we'll stop it here, but imagine his life now that he's the guy in that video.
he's that guy. Brutal.
Well, yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean his like you said, someone dug into his past, brought
Yeah.
up stuff that he's put behind him, I'm sure, as like it's like whew, I can finally practice again. I can forget about all that crazy stuff that happened when I was hooked on pills. Now that's front and center again.
Yep.
And also everywhere he goes, he's gonna be like, "Oh, yo, you're that guy."
Yeah.
Oh, great, cool, yeah,
Dr. United, what's up?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and a lot like at least half the people are gonna be like, "Hey, you're that pussy that
Yeah.
they had to drag off the plane while you cried."
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Bummer.
that's what I need in my life. Nah, never
Some
mind.
bad choices.
What else we got?
I'm just trying to get
What?
my $43 million back from that
What?
Nigerian prince. That's all I want.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's your
yeah.
43 million.
Yeah, it is.
I got an email.
You got that
I got
email
an
too?
email. Like, I'm just saying, I got an email about $43 million.
I don't know, man. Most of
The
it's
family
mine.
in Nigeria died. I'm apparently related somehow.
Right? Yeah, no,
All
I know.
I need is 4 pieces of ID and my bank account number and password.
Well, we must.
I was just about to send it after the show.
Yeah. Me too.
What are you talking about? You know what the 43? What?
I think that's my money. I think that's my money, brother.
Why?
So
Here's the crazy thing though. When's the first? Like, when did you get your first email account?
ooh, like, I don't know. Maybe like when I was like 15 or something. Maybe somewhere around there.
So that would have been 19.
Like probably like 98, 99.
Oh,
something
really?
around that.
I didn't get mine till 2000.
Okay.
So I remember I was in Hamburg, Germany,
Yeah.
at the hostel.
Right.
I was on leave from Kosovo, where
Yeah.
we were doing our peacekeeping, and then me and my buddy ran into 2 Canadian girls there, of course, right? 'Cause
Right.
if you're out gallivanting around the world, of course you're gonna run into Canadians.
Sure.
And she wanted to keep in touch. The girl that liked me wanted to keep in touch.
Right.
She goes, "What's your Hotmail?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "I have no idea." Like, you want my address?
Right.
Want to send me letters?
What are you talking about?
She's like, "No, I need your email." I'm like, I think I'd heard of email,
Right. Yeah.
but I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So she opens up a Hotmail account for me on the hostel computer.
Right.
And okay, so but the rest is sorry. And then within a year, I got an email about all this money some African family had left me.
Of course.
I just had to send them all my info, and I went,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Like, this just like no.
I've had tons of those.
Well, over the years, yeah, but
Yeah.
I still remember email was brand new,
Yeah.
and I even went to the website of the bank, right?
Right.
Quote,
Yeah.
bank, unquote. And the first page looked legit.
Yep.
Second page, no, it didn't exist. Third page, like, so you click on all the tabs, nothing works.
That's right.
So I kind of played with the dude for a while. I wish I still like Hotmail or MSN or whatever. They deleted all of my emails from the past because I didn't use that account for a solid 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
But yeah, I had a good time.
Absolutely.
And I just remember being like, who actually falls for this? Turns out A lot of people.
A lot of people do. Like they think like, here's my shot. Somebody has messed up or whatever and wants to give me this dough. Because apparently these people had 43 million stashed in an apartment in Nigeria, and they have like it's becoming such a big problem there. They actually have a program for whistleblowers that they can earn a percentage.
Like a finder's fee?
Yeah, if they rat on somebody and it all comes out as good tips, they're like earning from 2 to 5%.
5% of 43 million is
about 2 million.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm blowing
The part I didn't get about the article that I read,
Yeah,
it was an upscale condo,
right.
and an old dirty dress, like a raggedy dressed old woman
Yeah,
would show up
that's right.
with plastic garbage bags
Yeah.
and go up to the apartment.
Yep.
Huh?
Say what?
I get it, old raggedy clothes to get like away from wherever.
Yeah.
But then if you're going into like a 5-star condo,
Dress it up a little bit.
change or
Yeah.
hand it over to somebody who looks the part
That's right.
and then walk away.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe they could have worked out.
It's so
the plan
crazy
a
though.
little
Like
bit
you
better.
had it all figured out for $43 million worth, but that's what gets you caught.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Whoops.
crazy?
So weird.
And in a place like Nigeria where you just assume nobody gives a shit, like nobody pays attention.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these people do not have it figured out. Someone tried to rope us into a scam. We were selling some stuff on Kijiji, like some old bedroom stuff, and we posted up there, and it
Yep.
was like this whole bedroom set. We were changing things. I think it was like we posted it for like $1,200
For like
right?
8 pieces or whatever, like
Ye-
6 pieces.
Yeah, it was
Bed,
It was bed,
wardrobe, dressers,
dresser,
side
and
tables.
2 side
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
tables. And almost immediately we get a message saying like, "Oh, it's perfect. I'm going to take it, but I'm out of town for the next 6 weeks, so I'm going to have
And I'm going to give you 500 over asking
right
or
like,
whatever, like
yeah,
200 or 400 or 500.
Yeah, because what you have to do is cut a check to the delivery company who's going to
Right.
come and pick it up for me right away. So I'm going to give you the extra money and you cut a check to them.
Right.
So you have to like purelate this check to the moving company for the $600.
Right. And I'm not available because I'm on a boat
That's right.
that doesn't have satellite email for the
Right.
next 6 weeks minimum.
Yeah,
after I send this email.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's only this email can get through. And so like they send us that and we basically like say like, oh, we're looking for like a local deal. Like I don't like we're not going to do all these other steps. Like if you want to come and see it, like don't really know what the hell's going on here, right? And they're like no, like you've made this agreement with me, and if you don't honor this, like I'm going to go to the authorities. And like right away, and like the English in it is bad, the grammar is bad, and it's just a big mess. And we know that this is like, okay, there's someone trying to rope us into something, and we're like, okay, no thanks, not for sale, see ya, right? And then almost immediately we get a quote unquote letter from the RCMP saying like,
Yeah.
you will be charged with fraud if you do not honor this deal. And at the bottom of the letter that the RCMP has sent me, it has pictures of like U.S. Marshals from different counties and states and things like that, right?
Dog the bounty hunter, like taking people down. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to send Dog the bounty hunter after you. Don't make us.
Yeah,
That's
it
hilarious.
was amazing.
I put my Celine Mustang up on Kijiji. when
Yeah.
I still had it. And same thing. I think I was asking 24,000
Right?
or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so they're like, "Oh, that's the exact car for my client. I'm a broker, right?
Right.
I'll give you an extra $2,500. Hold on to it. That's the car I need. Don't take any more offers for the next 12 hours. Blah 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 blah." I'm like, "Oh, cool, right on." But again, the language, I'm like, maybe they're French, but I'm like, no, that doesn't even look like Française
Right.
or Franglaise. And then, same thing. Oh, so my client is out on a boat in the middle of the ocean fishing or doing oil rig shit.
Of course.
And I need you to send me a check for whatever amount with all your banking info
Yeah.
so I can deposit the difference. And I'm like, no. Actually, no. Right away, you're like, no.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm not doing that.
Not doing that at all.
Yeah.
And then maybe the same party hacked my Kijiji.
Right.
And I thought I usually have pretty decent passwords. I'm not sure how they got in.
Right.
And took the car, lowered the price by half,
Right.
and then just collected a bunch of emails off people that were like, whoa, that car
Right.
worth way more money. And they just, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Guess what Kijiji did about it?
0.
0.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Kijiji.
Goddamn Kijiji.
Yeah, they get you.
Anyway, $43 million in a dresser drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was way more excited when I thought it was behind, like, the drywall, though.
Well, at least it could have been behind the drywall.
I just when I first read the article, like the headline, I was like, somebody kicked out the wall, filled it with money, and put in new drywall.
Yeah.
That's baller.
For sure.
That's gangster.
Take one piece off of one of those stacks and hire a guy to do that.
Yeah, but it's not even like when I first read it too, though, I thought like it was I move into my apartment and I'm looking around and I go, oh, that looks kind of weird, and I like move something and then all this money falls out.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That would be the best.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
And then $43 million falls out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the best day ever.
No, it was the cops kicked the door in and found it.
Brutal.
Not nearly as exciting.
No.
No. What else you got?
Bummer. Let's see here.
I'm like burping up a storm here.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
I don't know.
Maybe
I'm old.
maybe one too many unicorn frappuccinos at Starbucks.
What? What's a unicorn frappuccino?
I don't even know. But apparently
You don't know, and you
everybody's all over this thing. So it's a frappuccino, but it has it's like mango syrup and like sour blue powder red dust on top, things like that. And I saw an article, it had the best title ever, saying that it tastes like sour birthday cake and shame.
sour what?
Sour birthday cake and shame.
What?
So
Why
good.
the shame though?
I think because like this can't be an actual, like it has a sour taste to it. Like it can't be an actually like a good drink. And they're saying like shame on Starbucks for putting this out because it's just something.
Oh,
like for
here it is. I
Instagram.
just found the
Right?
article. It's in the Toronto Star.
Yep.
Starbucks unicorn frappuccino tastes like sour birthday cake and shame. Really, it does not matter what candies and medicines and emotions the colored powders of the drink taste like. It only exists to be Instagrammed.
Yeah.
But what is it? What's the point?
It's a drink with these sour flavors. There doesn't seem to be a point. And it's just so people will post it. I guess. And who's posting this? This is like
Starbucks has become the latest brand to capitalize on the social media famous unicorn food trend. Oh, I get it. I get it. You know what a unicorn is?
it's the same people who are on Snapchat.
These rare people. No, so a unicorn apparently is I don't want to say exclusively female,
Okay.
but it's like a female. From what I was reading this in Vice,
Okay.
and it was my experience being a unicorn.
Right.
So you go on like a swingers website
Okay.
and you find a couple
Yeah.
and you are the unicorn.
Oh.
You don't want anything from them.
Right.
You literally just want to have sex with them.
Yeah.
No money, whatever. You are just there to have fun, and there's no feels.
Right.
There's no catching of the feels.
Yeah. Thanks.
And so
thanks
apparently
for the good time. See you later.
Apparently this is a unicorn.
Right.
Whether male or female, it's someone that you can literally find, and they're awesome.
Right.
I'm trying to remember the article. The article was a woman who found a couple and she dated them
Right.
separately and together.
Sure.
So she would go on dates with the woman, she'd go on dates with the man, and then they'd have their little threesome thing.
Yeah.
and she was a unicorn.
Right.
Because she literally was into both.
Yeah.
Because I guess in that world, according to the article, often it's a couple and the man wants another woman and the woman's not really into it.
Right. Okay.
And even like the third, whether it's a man or a woman, isn't really into half of the couple.
Right.
More into one or the other.
Right. Okay.
But a unicorn is someone who's hot, so good looking,
Sure.
into both,
Yeah.
no strings attached,
Right.
awesome,
Just looking for a good time.
looking for a good time, but not looking for drama,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's apparently a unicorn in that world, according to Vice.
And it must be called unicorn because you would find that as often as you find a unicorn. No? Which is.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Just like a four-leaf clover
Right.
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Or a double rainbow.
Right. Yeah.
So a unicorn frappuccino, yeah, I guess it's the whole point is you just you shouldn't be there.
Right.
You shouldn't be finding it.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
But I was just looking at a couple pictures. I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking coffee drink with sprinkles.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And sour. But sour in coffee?
Sour. What did it say?
No.
Sour birthday cake?
Yeah.
So that's probably based on the flavor of the sprinkles.
Not yummy. I do not approve. Decline.
Teenage girls are the demographic for the drink. A 31-year-old woman, felt way too old to be carrying one of these down the street.
Right now, Snapchat is just
The judgmental
flooded
stares
with
of real
pictures of
adults
this
bore
drink.
into me. It looks like a liquefied Grateful Dead t-shirt.
Too funny.
It tastes like sour birthday cake and Instagram likes. Creamsicle drenched in pixie sticks. Only available until April 23rd, and once it goes away, it's gone.
So go out.
Seems
and
pretty
get
stupid.
Your,
Like
go
what?
out and get your unicorn
A
drinks.
unicorn
everyone.
frappuccino topped with a dusting of colored powder. Bought at a Starbucks in Toronto. I don't get it. Sure, whatever. It's so people will put out food porn, basically, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'd have no interest.
Hey, just give me coffee. Give it to me hot. Give it to me black. That's it.
I'd like the coffee-flavored coffee, please, sir.
Yeah. We
Or
don't
the-
have that.
or
well,
the-
we don't have that here.
The
sir.
espresso-flavored coffee. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Take your microaggressions out of the store.
That's right.
If you want the unicorn,
Sir, you're making me feel threatened.
I'm going to need a safe space. If you can't accept the unicorn.
So which syrup do you want in that coffee?
I don't want any syrup. Give me the coffee-flavored coffee.
I don't understand you. Which syrup do you want?
Oh, my God. I'm calling the police. I feel threatened.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got, buddy?
Oh yeah. Can you? That guy who lost his cool, that Facebook Live killer.
Oh, my God.
What's going on here?
Here's my fear.
So-
Here's my fear.
Yeah.
If you don't know the story, this guy went crazy in Cleveland.
Not sure. Might be Cleveland though.
I feel like you should know this if you bring it up.
Good
So
point.
anyway, Stevie Steve or whatever he is apparently he's like 6 whatever, 240 pounds. His girlfriend breaks up with him. He drives around going crazy, live on Facebook like the whole time.
Yeah.
I guess he has 2 or 3, half a dozen videos-ish. This is your fault. You did this, blah, blah, blah. Driving down the street in his car on Facebook Live.
Yep.
Oh, here's someone. You know what? I just found somebody I'm going to kill. This old man right here jumps out of his car, walks up to the old man. Hey, what's your name? How old are you? Okay, cool. Literally shoots him, literally right in the face,
Yeah.
right there.
Crazy.
In the video, the old man is on the ground, bleeding everywhere. 72-ish. I think he's 72.
Right. Yes, I believe so.
You've survived 72 years on this planet. You didn't get hit. You didn't get killed by a car, lightning, whatever, cancer, war. a pickpocket or a mugging when you're younger and actually have money.
Yeah.
You're 72, walking down the street with a little plastic bag full of whatever you had bought at the Piggly Wiggly or wherever he was coming from. And this loser, weak ass excuse for a human being walks up, and after 72 years of keeping your shit together and being, in the right place at the right time and not anyway, and just shoots you in the head.
Crazy.
That's how crazy the world can be. Listen, you know me, I'm on team people.
Yeah, for sure.
We are in the most peaceful time in history.
Yep.
According to stats, right? Like the numbers versus what happens, right?
That's right.
Which is great. But at the same time now, people like this guy are able to broadcast their bullshit.
Yep.
Right? Because there's been here, and I was talking to my mom about this. She's 64, gonna be 65 soon. There's rapes going on Facebook Live or Instagram or whatever live.
Right. Yeah.
There's robberies. There's now this live execution murder. There was that torture. Remember of the mentally challenged white kid with all those black people that took it out on him. That Trump won the election.
Yep.
What's next?
Yeah.
What? And you have ISIS doing their thing. Like they're the masters of in their side of the planet, they're the master of the propaganda video using executions and all that to their benefit, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty. I don't know the benefit to the videos they put out except to make your enemies want to just kill you all more.
That's right. Seems like it.
From what I see.
Yep.
Like I watch it and I don't even know the people they're killing, and I'm like, if I ever come near you, I'm killing all of you. Yeah. I'm not scared of you. I'm just gonna want to kill you all. Yeah. But anyway, whatever. What's next?
That's right.
Apparently there's been a ton of suicides on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Maybe not a ton, but there's been enough that like Facebook has tried to write an algorithm to try and cut off the video if it recognizes what's going to happen. Okay. The computer, like the AI that they use, will just shut off the feed. Right. Like this person said this, that, and the other thing, and they're in this area. Like I don't know how they would work it, but they've written an algorithm, or they're writing an algorithm that will shut off your feed if it figures out you're about to off yourself. Right. They took down the video of this. It's still out there though, because once it's online, it's always there. Yep. But I'm just like, we talked about this with the Black Lives Matter Toronto woman who was one of the founders, mm-hmm. calling Trudeau a white supremacist. What was it? White supremacist, genocide supporter or something. Trudeau, right? Prime Minister Trudeau, yeah, like a feminist. Like apologist / politically correctist. Yeah. Which is, whatever. He's the leader of the country. Frankly, we have a lot of stuff we got to really address as a nation. Right. I'm not going to feel guilty though for myself. Yep. Personally. But by all accounts, he's a pretty good dude to be in the position he's in. Right. So, it's like we talked about, well, what is she got to say? What's she going to say next to get ahead of the line? Right. What is she going to do next? That's right. So never mind this guy, as like all cowards that do stuff like that. Of course, as soon as I saw it and they were like, he's still on the run, I'm like, they're gonna find him somewhere with his taken his own life. Right. And he did. They found him the other day in his car. I guess they had a short chase, and then once they found him again, he had killed himself. Yep. Because people like that, they almost always kill themselves, right? Yeah. But what's the person watching that? What are they thinking? Right. Like, what are they? Like, imagine if. Okay, so here, like, rewind a little bit. The guy that went into the nightclub in Orlando. Yep. I think, was it a gay nightclub or just a nightclub? Yes. It was a gay nightclub. Yep. Killed all those people. So the next person to attempt that type of thing, Facebook Live. Yeah. Or Snapchat Live or Instagram, whatever. There's all these live video streaming things now.
Yeah, they all have their own version. Yeah. Everything just levels up a little bit.
Holy shit, right?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, like what's next? Like what's going to be. And but apparently this guy was blaming his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
You did this. This is all on you. If you hadn't broken up with me, I wouldn't be out doing this. Hey, pussy. Nobody else is responsible for how you feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and I apologize. Anyone listening who might be getting mad. Look, I've got a ton of friends who have swallowed a pistol, or hung themselves, or however they decided to go. And I got to be honest, a bunch have said it's because of whoever this woman.
Right.
Usually it's a
Sure.
woman.
Right.
For men. It's always like if she hadn't done this or if that hadn't happened. I remember a guy hanging himself when we were in training once, and the letter was all about how if his ex-girlfriend had just done this or if she had just done that or this, and you're like, wow, you're laying a lot of things on the feet of somebody else, man.
That's right. For sure.
And then you're gonna kill yourself to make them feel bad. Or like in this case, you're killing other people to make her feel bad.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
For sure. Come on.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
And that's where I go, okay, so the next person to attend, like, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Like, what's like
Crazy time for that.
Well, yeah, because if you're looking at it and you're thinking, oh, that's a good idea, but I want it bigger. I want more headlines, or I want,
That's right.
Just like go back to the guy who got dragged off the United Airlines flight just for playing jellyfish and getting smacked around a little bit. He got more airplay than Vimy Ridge.
Right.
And the budget. No, wait. Vimy Ridge. I think the budget was around the same time, I think.
Right.
Like maybe a week or two before.
Okay.
But like combined, there was less. It got more airplay than Vimy Ridge, and I even texted about or Facebooked about it. Like, I'm seeing more of this than about Vimy Ridge and something else combined.
Yeah.
And it wasn't me saying I think there should be more Vimy Ridge and more of this. It was just me going, why is this getting so much airplay?
Yeah.
Why are we seeing this guy getting dragged off the plane over and over and over and over again? And it's because it was, it was action. It was him screaming.
Yeah.
It was all kinds of things. And so I'm looking at this guy killing an old man, innocent, old, great dude, apparently, by all accounts. Great old guy. You know what? Even if he's a douchebag,
Right.
who are you to shoot him in the face?
Yeah.
Anyway, walking down the street and just getting shot.
Yep.
Okay, so if you're watching that and you're going, yeah, that's what I got to do. Excuse me. What do you... But I can't do that. That's not going to get on TV.
Right.
I got to one-up.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a one-upper.
That's right.
So what's your plan?
Craziness.
Live on Facebook.
Yeah. Yikes. All right.
A friend of mine had a shitty experience in Uber the other day.
Is that right?
Did I tell you about this?
No.
Yeah, so she got into an Uber, and the guy right away was like, hey, how's it going? You don't seem that drunk. And she's like,
Right.
I'm not drunk at all, actually. I just need a ride home. Like, hey, what's up?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I just don't have my car here.
Yeah.
Oh, where's your boyfriend? She's like, he's wherever. What's that guy? Like, what?
Right.
And in my mind, I'm going, man, like, if you're in a situation, just turn on a Facebook Live.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Or good for her for having the balls and the wits to just get home, tell him whatever he needed to hear to shut him up and keep him away. But like, I got to think as a woman, or even like as a dude who might feel threatened in some capacity, just pick
Right.
up your phone and Facebook Live.
Right. That's true.
Or Twitter, or they all do live now, I think, pretty much.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Because it can work in your favor as well.
Definitely.
Right? Like if you're walking into a situation, you're like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you walk in and your phone is up and they go, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just Facebook Living. What's up? Hey,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Someone thinking shitty thoughts might think twice.
That's right. Good point.
Yeah. But I was watching TMZ. I don't have cable.
Right.
But I was somewhere with cable.
Yep.
And TMZ was on, and they were showing these, like, is it, who's the rapper? Oh, it's like some rapper got in a big fight at a convenience store.
Okay.
and he got his chain stolen.
Right.
And then the guy who stole it posed on Instagram with it. So he was immediately arrested by the police.
Yeah.
And the police were like, yeah, it was a bit of a difficult investigation until he did that.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got, man? We should wrap this up. I feel like we've wasted some people's lives, but at the same time, philosophizing.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Do you want to grab a few questions?
I would love to, but I gotta hit the head again.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Okay. Yeah.
like seriously, hit pause.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
for real, for real. I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I overhydrated today. Just so you know,
I think so.
I drank. See that Nalgene behind me?
Yeah.
4 of those.
Yeah.
I had 2 Strongbow since you got here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That's plenty.
it's plenty of
fluid.
Plenty of fluids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's good. I'm good though.
That's
I'm feeling
right.
pretty good. The more you hydrate, the better you feel.
It just feels good.
Like, I don't know about you. When I was bodybuilding with Nick last year,
Yep.
I carried around a 4-liter jug of water,
Yeah.
and I would try and finish that by the early afternoon, evening,
Yep.
and then I would try to drink 1 more liter of water out of my Nalgene or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, you go to the bathroom a lot, but man, do you feel good.
You feel good. Absolutely.
But did you know you can overhydrate?
You can overdo it.
Basically die.
Yeah.
Like your cells will expand to the point where I guess you just die.
Well, it becomes like a stress on like the system too, right? And things can start shutting down because they can't keep filtering and processing
Right.
and doing all this. So yeah, so they'll just shut down, and when they shut down, well,
Yeah. And I guess you feel drunk.
I don't know. Water drunk? I've heard
You
of
heard
that,
that?
actually. Yeah. Now
I've
that
heard
you've said
that.
it. Yeah.
You feel like your whole system is just oversaturated.
Yep.
Your brain starts to swell from too much moisture,
Crazy.
which causes you to start acting weird.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, if you drink more water, then maybe that's when you die.
Right. Brutal.
Like, actually, wasn't there a woman in the States that died from drinking too much water on a radio show or something?
Yeah, that's right. She was trying to win like a PlayStation, and they had to drink like as much water as you could. So like the highest amount of water, and if and you couldn't go to the bathroom, and that was like the contest.
Is that what it was?
Who drank the most and didn't go to the bathroom, and like her kidneys shut down or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, wouldn't you you'd run out of isn't part of that the problem is as well your body runs out of minerals and stuff to put into your system?
I don't know.
Because you only have so much salt in your system
Right. Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So if that much moisture is going through you, that much water,
Yeah.
eventually you're going to run out. And that's one of the reasons why they say if you drink too much distilled or filtered water,
Right.
it's not that great for you either, because water is a great one of the big ways that we get our minerals and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Vitamins and minerals, right? That's from the earth.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, man. Like, I don't. You know what? We're being philosophical.
Yeah.
Is that a word? No. I love making up words.
Sure.
We are bullshitting.
Yeah. Big time.
Love it. Let's get to the cuestiones.
All right.
And then we'll wrap her up.
Let's do it.
And we'll try to stay under 2 hours.
There you go.
If you're on the treadmill, you're at the point where you're like, man, just stop talking.
Like I've run far enough. I'm done. This is over.
Or maybe not, bro. Hey, buckle up. Buckle up. Hey,
That's right.
incline at another half degree.
There you go. Strap
And
in.
just strap in.
We're going deep.
We're going deep.
We're going deep. All right. Mike Theoret.
Mike.
Curious.
Say it again. Mike.
I think it's Theoret.
Where's he from? Twitter?
Instagram. This was emailed.
Oh,
actually.
awesome.
Curious why you selected the P520 over the P226. If you take cost out as a factor, which would you take?
I assume he's talking about my pistols.
Yes, correct.
And he means the P320. 6
maybe.
hour P320.
Yes,
It's not a 520.
I guess he does mean
Yeah,
the
he
320.
means the 320
Okay,
226 versus.
correct.
It's not so much as versus. It's I have a 226.
Okay. Right.
I bought it off my buddy,
Right.
who is in the he's in the special ops unit that deals with nuclear strikes, biological, like deals with all the
Zombies.
yeah, like if the zombie thing happened, like him and his buddies would show up in gas masks and like full suits
Right.
with machine guns and kill everybody.
Yeah.
So he had one. He had a 226 Scorpion, I believe, is the model. So it's desert color. He needed a few bucks.
Sure.
So I bought it off him.
Right on.
Beautiful gun,
Yeah.
beautiful pistol. Used it many a time, and when I was in the snipers, we would bum them off the JTF or whoever had one.
Right.
Again, I love the Browning.
Yeah.
But especially back then, we weren't getting the new parts that we needed to keep the gun running smooth.
Right.
Post 2003 or post 2003, 4, 5, yeah, the Brownings are running well, which is why they are going to stay in service for another 10 years ish.
Yeah.
Because they finally started buying replacement parts or pulling the pistols that were in war stock. So
Right.
literally bought in 55. Put in packing grease and packed away in some bunker somewhere.
Yeah.
They're pulling them out, unpacking them, and issuing them.
There you go.
So the pistols are working terrifically.
Yeah. Right on.
The P320. Here's why I like the P320. The only serialized part is the trigger group. So I can take. So I bought mine, and it comes with a medium pistol grip, medium size, right?
Right.
I have relatively large hands. Which you know what that means. Big gloves.
Big old gloves.
And so I can take I got a large frame.
Yep.
Drop the pistol the trigger group in. Same slide, same magazine, no problem. I can once it comes out, like I want a 45.
Right.
And once the 45 version comes out with the same trigger group serial number, I can have a 9mm, a 45, a 357 SIG, a 40 cal, and maybe a 10mm. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what the P320 is supposed to come with. What different kits.
Right.
But in the eyes of the law and in whatever, it's one pistol.
It's still one. Right.
It's just one pistol.
Yeah.
And I can have all those different calibers and all that flexibility between a small, medium, large pistol grip.
Yep.
And that's why I chose it. The 226 is it's used around the world, right, by special ops and police. So it's a great pistol, and it's one of the last like all steel frame as well. So when you run out of ammo, flip it over and beat people to death with it.
There
Great.
You go. Yeah.
The
beauty.
One thing I don't like about the 226 is if it's cocked and locked in your holster, it has the decock.
Right.
Do you remember me talking about this?
Yes.
So it doesn't have a safety.
Right.
So you load it, rack it. So you got to round up the chamber.
Yep.
You hit the decocking lever, and that drops the hammer. So it's a 2-stage trigger now.
Right.
Right. So it's a. Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. It's a 2-stage trigger at that point. So when you pull the trigger, you are cocking it and firing it.
Right.
Every round after that is a single stage. So it's only dropping the hammer and then shooting. Right. But your safety is that it's a double action. Yeah. So it's a double action first shot and then a single action after that.
Right.
The single action being that it drops the hammer and shoots.
Right on.
The double action is that as you pull the trigger, the hammer is being pulled back as well.
Yep.
And so that's the double action, right?
Yep.
Dropping the hammer and shooting at the same as you pull the trigger.
Right on.
You can get versions so the RCMP in Canada carry, and this might have changed since I shot with them, of Smith & Wessons that are double action only.
Right. Okay.
So every time you pull the trigger, it's about a 14 or 18 pound trigger pull, which is outrageous.
Right.
And you are cocking the hammer and shooting with each trigger pull.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's 226. It's only the first shot, and that's your safety. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
The P320 is like a Glock. It's a striker action firing trigger system, which means there's no safety. Pull and shoot.
You're ready to rock.
And you're ready to rock. There's no hammer. Everything's internal. And I appreciate that. And I've said this, and that like the 320 was recently chosen to replace the U.S. military's M9 Beretta.
Right.
The one from Die Hard and Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
The one we all wanted as teenagers.
Obviously.
I still probably want one.
Sure.
Again, steel frame. Great weapon. But, it's 30 years old or whatever it is now. And like we talked about, I could take my 80-something-year-old grandma, if she was still alive, to the range and have her shooting within half an hour, 45 minutes with a 320 or a Glock.
Right.
Again, no safety, whatever.
Yep.
Same thing with my daughters. Take them, no problem. They have a Glock with a 22 conversion kit that they shoot.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's why. Again, the 226 a great pistol.
Yep.
No issue with it. Have one, like it. I just, but what I find is when I go to the range, when I reach for a pistol, I'm reaching for my 320 way more.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Right on. So next one, this goes along with that. Luke LeBlanc on Twitter, wondering
what's his handle?
It just says he sent a direct message. He slid into them
DMs on the Twitters.
Yeah. So it just has his name on it. Wondering if you bought new barrels for the P320s. If so, do you just need to change the barrel and recoil springs or the whole slide?
I'm going to assume he means for a different caliber.
Okay, roger that.
So so it comes in 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the default set. It's a 9mm medium hand grip.
Right.
In Canada, it only comes in the 4-inch barrel, which is the minimum length for a barrel in Canada, I think, if you're not a cop or a bodyguard or something. So if I get when I get the 45 kit,
mm-hmm.
I'll need to swap out the barrel, of course. That's 45, and I'll need to. I think it comes with a new slide.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, if I remember correctly, I haven't been on the Sig Sauer website for a while. The 45 or the 357 Sig, which is what the Secret Service in the States carries, or the 10mm or the 40 cal. The only thing that stays the same is the trigger group.
Right. Okay.
Right. So the lower, the slide, the magazines, the barrels will all be different, but the trigger group is the piece that's serialized.
Right.
And you swap it between each caliber kit, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So read the question again.
Have you bought new barrels for the P320? If so, do you just need to change the barrel and recoil springs or the whole slide?
Yeah, I would expect if I understand his correction, I think he's talking about because the 320 is multi-caliber, right?
Right.
Because there's a 250, I believe, the Sig 250, which is the same model or the same look, but it's fixed at 9mm or 45 or 357, right? You can't swap anything.
Yep.
And that came out a while ago, and then the 320 came out a few years ago, and that's the one I have where you can buy whatever caliber kit you want.
Right on.
Eventually. In Canada, you still can't get the 45, but yeah, you can't use the same extractor and firing pin and all that stuff for like 9mm, like so 40 cal and 9mm. I have a Glock. So my Glock 30, man, what am I? 36, 34, 35. I can't remember exactly. Sorry, guys.
One of those.
One of those numbers. It's my 40 cal Glock.
Mm-hmm.
The guy I got it off had a 9mm barrel and a bunch of 9mm mags. So I swapped out the barrels for 40 to 9 mil, took it to the range, and it shoots fine.
Right.
But I believe that pistol was designed to do that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the 320 is. I think you literally have to buy 9mm 45 or 40 cal kit. Like you have to have everything swapped out. But I might be wrong. Again, I might be wrong. But I don't see, like, because it comes in 45. You can't go to 9mm to 45. I don't.
Right.
Like that's a lot. That's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can a 45 ACP casing. You take a 9mm casing and you drop it right in.
Right. Okay.
It's like the those shots, right? You drop a shot glass into a beer mug.
Yeah.
Basically what it's like.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if they could design it so it could do that. Like go from 9mm to 45.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot. But I could be wrong. I wish I was an expert, but I'm not.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, go ahead, Google it. Go to the 6 Hour website. I'm sure all the answers are there. Call them up. Should be good.
Good stuff.
What else we got?
it.
Is that it?
That's it for tonight.
Yeah, we've talked a lot, eh?
Yeah.
We went a little long. Hey, guys, it's been 2 weeks. We appreciate it. We love you guys. We got some things coming in the spring. I was at the range last week. I don't know if I told you this.
Yes.
I didn't put it on the social medias
Yo.
because I didn't want anybody poking their nose into my shit.
Right.
Yeah, it as usual in this part of the world in April, it was knee deep in water.
Yeah.
Because the range, the CFOs, the chief firearms officers, as we call them here,
Yep.
they're always coming up with different ways to make it less fun.
Right.
So a lot of the ranges had like gravel to drain the water.
Okay.
They made them take it out
Right.
for fear. Like they were like, "Well, it could ricochet."
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. So all the ranges are always soaked at this time of year.
Right.
I'm building 2 ARs for the spring.
Yeah.
So I got the 11.5 Colt MMR multi-rail rifle, and it's 11.5-inch barrel.
Yep.
Went to the range with it, shot it, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Loving it.
Yeah, got another Colt Canada two lower ARs. So built me an 18-inch DMR, designated marksman rifle, unchromed. So most M4s, C8s, M16s, they have a chromed barrel for like longevity of life, like to make the barrel last longer.
Yep.
Takes away accuracy.
Right.
So the DMR version from Colt Canada comes unchromed, 18-inch. So got that, put it on the lower. It's I don't think I've posted pictures of it yet. She's so pretty.
You like it?
Well, because the upper came complete pretty much. It wasn't mine to begin with.
Right.
So it's coyote tan or whatever.
Okay. Yep.
And the lower is black.
Right.
Like it's straight from the factory black. So I'm looking at trying to like get the matching or paint it or what's that? It's there's a coating they call it. If you said it right now, I'd remember it. Surcoat something.
Okay.
It's basically you bake the color on.
Right.
But we used this paint in Afghanistan that was like a powder water base, and we painted on all our equipment and let it cure for a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then high friction areas it would rub off.
Right. Okay.
And so if you look at any pictures of me in Afghanistan, our rifles all look like kind of like beat up.
Right.
It's just the paint.
It's just
right?
the paint. Okay. Right on.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm trying to find some stuff to do that. And so I got that, and then I bought another lower to build basically a C8, which is like the issue rifle I actually carried overseas.
Right.
16-inch barrel, normal buttstock, all that stuff. But the DMR, I put a mag pull, multi-position buttstock on, and I got a Harris bipod. I got a Leopold scope that's going on there, and Leopold and Hornady ammo look like they're gonna help us out.
Right on.
With those things.
What's
the most expensive thing is shooting, I always say?
The ammo.
It's the ammo. Yeah.
Yep.
And this scope, if it's again, I haven't got my hands on it yet. Once it's on the rifle, I think it's worth twice as much as the rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sweet.
Right on.
It's dope. I love it. So that was my spring project, and my buddy Warren helped me out with that, and we put it together. It's looking pretty good. And yeah, I'm done. I don't think I'm buying any more pistols.
Right.
We talk about this?
All set on pistols.
Eh.
Yeah.
I was looking at this one from Colt, but I do want to get another 45
Okay.
ACP, which is auto Colt pistol.
Yep.
Whether it's Glock, SIG, a 1911 of some manufacturer.
Right.
I don't know. 1911 is an awesome design. Like me and my buddies from JTF and CISO were sitting around. It's like, why has the Glock been the Glock for, how long has it been out now? Since the mid 80s.
Okay.
So 30 something years. It basically hasn't changed.
Yep.
Why? Because it was perfect the first time.
Yeah.
Same thing with the 1911 or the Browning, like I was telling you about, the Browning
Right.
High Power. Both designed by the 1911 and the Browning High Power designed by the same guy, Browning.
Yep.
And the Browning M2 50 cal machine gun, basically unchanged since they were made.
Right on.
Why? Because they were fucking perfect the first time.
Don't mess with it.
Yeah, change a spring here, upgrade the trigger here, or whatever, but the overall design and functionality, it's fine. You don't need to mess with it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll probably get another 1911 because the one I have was messed with by the guy who owned it before me for like speed shooting and competition shooting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's about it. But yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rock on.
What about you, man? You want to get some?
Yeah, I would love to. We need to get out there and you show me the finer points.
100%.
Teach me some
Well, we're going to
skills.
have the Jody Mitic podcast
Yeah.
charity shoot coming up here in the next 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Keep your ears to the ground, troops. We're going to have that happen. And you know what? I'm getting a little tired. It's a little late.
Yeah, this one's
So-
done.
Jody Mitic podcast, episode 34. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being patient. Little update. If you bought a t-shirt, it's coming.
Yep.
It's coming soon. We've hit our minimum. Trust me, within the next 10 days, the first half are going out.
Well, no, like they should all be going out today. They should be
Yeah.
sent to the fulfillment center. So once they reach there, then the fulfillment group is going to ship them out right away.
So probably within about the next 10 days,
Yep.
it'll hit everyone's doorstep.
Doorsteps.
And if not the next 10 days, and then the next 20, if you're part of the second batch.
everybody's going to be on the first.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, my man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, it just took a little longer to reach our minimum than we thought. We appreciate you guys. We are doing our best to keep this up in between real life and everything else that comes with it. And we talked some weird shit tonight, and that's why I love this show, because we can do that. And you guys are probably sitting. Like, if I was a listener, I'd be going, yeah. I'd be listening, going, yeah, my kid and the stupid iPod and this and that, and my mom and my wife and my friends and the gym and my food. And you guys get it. And that's why
Yeah.
you guys keep coming back. And that's why we keep coming back, because this is awesome. I love doing this.
Yeah.
Sitting down with you, man, is probably the highlight of my every 10 to 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. I love it.
Yeah. I just wish we could do it more often.
Yeah.
If I had
That's right.
9 days a week and 36 hours in a day, we could.
Definitely.
And so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all you guys do. Keep listening. And, we talked about it a little bit tonight. There are some fucking bad guys in this world.
Yep.
And I talked about this with my daughter again the other day. I said, you know what? If you're going to be in this world, there's always going to be bad guys. And we're on this side of history. We're on the right side of history. And we're the good guys. We're the Jody Mitic podcast. And we're out.
Back to hit these sponsors on the solo mission, rocking it from the Delta to the DMZ here. For episode 34, brought to you by StrongBarsNutrition.com, pure strength protein bars. So these are not your regular protein bar that you're going to get at the store that is dried out, tasteless, and full of garbage. This is premium brand, basically made to order protein bar, all organic ingredients that are actual food items that you would eat on a day-to-day basis. They've pressed them into a bar, made them delicious and great for you. You don't have to be an athlete, but you can eat like one. These have the highest quality whey protein on the planet in them, free of any artificial chemicals or preservatives. There's no flavors added. There's no colors added. It's StrongBarsNutrition.com. And we're going to give you 10% off if you use the promo code MITIC, capital letters, MITIC, to get 10% off. So go to Strong Bars Nutrition, use the promo code MITIC, MITIC, to get 10% off on all your protein bar needs. Next up, of course, we have Firehouse Coffee, Firehaus, and I'll do this for Jody or freak out. That's house, like the Germans, right? Firehaus, coffee roasters, Firehouse. You can find them on Facebook as Firehouse Coffee Roasters, small batch coffee roasters, so the beans are always fresh, right? Glenn, the guy who runs it, he's a local first responder. Firefighter, he's making some great coffee. I'm looking at a message from him right now. They've got available a Honduran, a Indian Malabar, a Sumatran, another Honduran dark, a Tanzanian French, and some 5-alarm blend. Also decaf if you're into that sort of thing. So they got lots of fresh beans lined up. Go to Firehouse Coffee Roasters on Facebook. Drop Glenn a message. He's going to send some of the best beans in the world your way so you can enjoy yourself a delicious cup of coffee. And we also have a little book that presents this podcast. It's called Unflinching, The Making of a Canadian Sniper, written by one Jody Mitic. Good little read, published by Simon & Schuster. You can get this thing at Chapters, Indigo, Barnes & Noble, all over the place, online, and from the JodyMiticPodcast.com website, available there, of course. So go ahead and find that. And that's it for bringing you episode number 34, the best sponsors in the world. You may be wondering, man, how can I support the Jody Mitic Podcast? You're lucky, because I'm about to tell you. You can support the Jody Mitic Podcast in a few different ways. Number one way, go and get yourself a shirt. The shirts are ordered, printed, on their way to the fulfillment center that's going to send them right to your doors. So we have them coming in hot real soon. If you haven't ordered yours yet, go to the JodyMiticPodcast.com website. These shirts are super soft, luxurious, logo on the front, right, of the podcast. We are the good guys on the sleeves. Standard issue OD green, so you're going to be looking fresh. And this is the number one way that you can support the podcast and look good all at the same time. And so go to the JodyMiticPodcast.com website to get yourself one of those shirts. You'll also see on the support page a link for audible.com. So right now you can get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/the Jody Mitic Podcast. So Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. They have over 180,000 titles to choose from, so you're going to find some stuff that you like there, and you can access this from your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player, any of those things. I've downloaded and listened to maybe 10 or 12 different audiobooks. I do it while I'm walking the dog, driving the kids around, or whatever you need to do. I get my audiobook on. It allows me to take in a good amount of information without having to be strapped down and reading a book. So to download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/the Jody Mitic Podcast. So again, that's audibletrial.com/the Jody Mitic Podcast for your free audiobook. You may also be wondering, damn, how can I get my keto on? You've heard us talk about it on the show from time to time. If you want to get your keto on, you want to get into some supplements to help you do that. And an exogenous source of ketones, which is going to give you better energy, better mental clarity, and better results, whether you're looking for weight loss or performance enhancement, you can find it and you can get all the information you need at thejodymiticpodcast.provitnow.com. That's PRUVITNOW.com. Again, that's to get your supplements, whether you're looking for weight loss, performance enhancement, or improved mental clarity. It's called Keto OS. There's a few different flavors. There's a few different ways. You can get it in a shake. You can get it for cream to add to your coffee. So go and see what they got at the Jody Mitic podcast.proveitnow.com.